It has been a blockbuster week of football, and because of that, we have had to combine two Team of the Weeks into one because of all the midweek fixtures. So welcome to Team of the Week 14 and 15 combined. As always, a bit like when there's Champions League midweek, we're going to combine both games. So if you had a really bad game in one and then you were alright in the second, you might miss out. But if you had two very good games or two decent games, you got more of a chance of making it in. I will say, apologies in advance if your players don't make the front six or whatever, because there were so many honourable mentions, right? The Prem is going to have a lot of the back line, being that they played both games and whatnot, but the front six, I had a tough time. So, as always, you guys are free to give your honourable mentions, and as you guys know, I give you my 11 plus my manager. You guys in the comments always contribute to 3 honorable mentions. The names that I see the most in the comments get picked, and they will be added to the spreadsheet so that at the end of the season we can see who got the most Team of the Weeks. Now, of course, like I said, if you haven't already, make sure you sub, because I do read every single comment. And so because of that, the 3 names from last week, before we get straight into Team of the Week 14 and 15, we have Malik Thiaw of Newcastle, very close to making it in, but again, I didn't have enough space in an 11-man team. Tovan bagged the brace to send Lens top of the league, so I said, you know what, fair enough. I wasn't aware of that, but that's why you guys are here to help me out as well, because I only have 2 eyes, right? I'm not sitting there watching Lens, but big up to Tovan. And of course, Robert Sanchez got a lot of shouts in the comments too, so big up to those 3. Now let's tuck into this Team of the Week. Like I said, the back line might be Prem heavy, but then the front 6, it's going to get very, very, very difficult. Or the front 5, I guess, because we got like a little 6 there as well. In goal, first up, we have Jordan Pickford. Straightforward, really. 2 games, 2 clean sheets. That's something that not many keepers did this week, and he done that again away Bournemouth and home against Forest to put Everton, surprisingly, 1 point behind Chelsea, who just the last time we recorded their Team of the Week, we were talking about Chelsea winning the game to go in the title race and whatnot. Everton are now 1 point behind them, so fair play. Pickford obviously has been a contributing factor on the weekend, so he has to be our goalkeeper. Obviously, big up to Amenyah as well against Arsenal. Made quite a lot of saves there in terms of, he let in a goal, but made plenty of saves from like Odegaard and Saka and whatnot. Speaking of Villa, we do have Emmy's teammate Matty Cash at right back, with what is now seemingly becoming, his cash money move, if you will pardon the pun, where this guy just seems to score on a regular basis now, right? And to be fair, previously it's been bangers. This one was not quite a banger, but it was more like right place, right time, through the legs of David Raya, and of course he helped his team win the game. So big ups to Aston Villa. We could have got a lot of Aston Villa players in here, but like I said in advance, it is a very stacked or difficult to get into front line. So Villa fans, do not be alarmed if you don't see a lot more players, because I will big them up when we get to them positions. Centre back, again, we go Premier League for this one. I've gone with Bijou of Leeds. Now again, bear in mind, there were 2 games this week, and I think in the Chelsea game, he was exceptional, right? Like, the fact that Daniel Farke was given 2 games to save his job, and those 2 games were Chelsea and Liverpool, and then Bijou went and done that with a bullet header to bark it off in the first game. Granted, listen, Liverpool, he held them at bay, right? He held down the fort for the first half. Second half, yeah, Ekitike bagged a couple and whatnot. But overall, I still feel as though he warranted a spot in this team. Now, on the left-sided one again, big ups to Schlotterbeck. I see my man flexing his muscles, celebrating and whatnot. But I think, I don't know if it's controversial or not, I'm going Gvardiol. I will explain myself. Because again, he let in 4 goals against Fulham, and we've been talking about City's defence and whatnot. However, I have to factor in moments as well. And although he let in 4 goals at Fulham, if it was not for him, they could have been on the end of one of the most embarrassing collapses in Premier League history had it been 5-5. Because he made that last-ditch goal line clearance where, from my eyes, it looked like he was going in. Like, literally, he looked like he was about to volley it even into his own net. He just about clears it. And then on the weekend is when he definitely stamped his place in the team with a clean sheet against a very strong Sunderland team. And, of course, scoring the second goal to, I'm not going to say kill the game or end the game, but, these kind of games, the second goal is often very crucial because you can just, I guess, get the steam out of Sunderland, and they kind of kill their hopes a little bit. So Gvardiol gets in as our left centre back. Now on the left, again, here's where I had some difficulties, because at one point I'm thinking, let me chuck in Luis Enrique of Internazionale. Why? Because the guy was playing right wing back, left wing back. The guy's meant to be a forward. He was playing everywhere, and he done alright, to be fair, playing both left and on the right. But I thought, you know what? I don't know if the guy's even going to watch this video because he might hate me now after the World Cup draw video. But there were some Austrian fans that were really angry at me saying that I find Austria boring to watch. So, as a token of goodwill or a gesture of goodwill, I'm putting you guys' most exciting player right now, Konrad Laimer, for that cheeky goal for Bayern. So Austria, big up the Austrians, you know what I mean? What an exciting player this is. Very cheeky goal for Bayern on their way to a 5-0 win, clean sheet away Stuttgart, you know, so fair enough. He can play left back, he can play right back. Just for clarity's sake, again, you cannot really argue my opinion if I find something boring. Just to put that one under the rug or whatever in it. If I find a team boring, it doesn't mean they're bad, they haven't got world-class players. I just don't get excited to watch people that can be very good at DM or centre back or left back or whatever. That's all I'm saying, innit? So please don't shoot the messenger. Well, I'm the one that said it, so I'm also the messenger and I'm the one who wrote the message. So you know what? Fair enough. You can shoot if you want, no problem. Do your thing. Into midfield, we have, I think, one last Premier League player. I've gone with Bruno Guimaraes. Of course, he came on to save the day against Spurs with that banger to open the scoring. Obviously, it ended up, you know, with the Romero chaos and what. Oh, actually, Romero could have been a shout for this too, actually, but I didn't really consider it. I can't lie. Romero could be here. So, again, hey, listen, if you man want honourable mentions, by all means, let me know what names you think could get in there, and next week I'll happily add them to the 3 honourables. But Bruno G, he came on, bagged the goal, and then again scored on the weekend to get Newcastle a very, very big and important win. So I think fair play to him. He loves spamming 8 celebrations like he's never going to score again. I think now that he's becoming a goal scorer, maybe he can tone down a little bit and say, yo, I don't have to just like spam every celebration now because I'm going to score again very soon. Now, next to him, it gets dark because so many ballers have missed out. I wanted to get Adam Wharton. I can't do it. But big up Adam Wharton. Your weight of pass, your pass selection, I've been saying for ages, incredible. I wanted to get Tanaka of Leeds. He's the Leeds guy that I really wanted to get in. But the midfield was so stacked because as much as Wharton and Tanaka were providing the magic, none were more magical than this guy, Pedri. I think football is so much better when this guy's fit and available to play games, to be honest with you. Obviously, massive game against Atleti. He ran the show, got the win, of course. And then away Betis, in a bit of a tricky game, he bags another 2 assists to get Barca out the mud and win them that game. So he has to be in the midfield. But again, I hear all the honourable mentions. It's not a violation. I don't want to see no XYZ, it's criminal. No, it's criminal. I hate all that nonsense, bro. I can only fit 11 players, so apologies. Likewise at the 10, I know what guys are going to be shouting. And if you want to have him as an honourable mention, I understand why you'd want Philip Foden, because he has taken the shackles, if you will, when Haaland's, you know, kind of gone for a bit of a lull by his standards. Foden has picked up the slack. However, guys, I cannot look past this guy. I can't even put him because he's not even in the game. I'm going to go, you know what I'm going to do? Same as last time. And we change his name. I have to go with Neymar yet again. Guys, how does Neymar keep making it? Let me tell you why he's made it this time again. He's injured. The guy scored a hat-trick for Santos to win 3-0 away Juventud. Yeah? 3 goals to put them on the brink of avoiding relegation. And then another masterclass just now, yesterday. Obviously, he didn't score, but he was fantastic again. You know, creating chances and whatnot as they won again to avoid relegation with back-to-back wins. Neymar being a massive part of that. Whilst having no knees, no ankles, no legs, no nothing, he's still just delivering. So I think he had to be the number 10. But again, big up to Foden, big up to them, man. On the right, I was pretty comfy. It has to be Swedberg. Is he even on the thing? Oh, that's him. Is it Williot Swedberg? Is that his first name? I'm going to have him, obviously, he came on for the right wing because I'm going to put him on the right wing as well. And this guy was basically just violating Real Madrid. The nonchalant goals he was scoring, right? First, a little, you know, like, it's like a stamp on a mosquito or something, the way he just patted the ball in. Then the second one, rounding the keeper. I said, bro, you know what? Fair enough. Like, this guy was treating the Bernabeu like his back garden. The way he ran the... Do you remember the goal? Gary Crosby v Man City back in 1990. For those of us who remember. It was not quite the same because obviously Gary, you know, he heads it out the keeper's hands, which is a little bit questionable. But regardless, it's like, I'm gonna just do whatever I want, and you're not gonna firm it, bro. So big ups to him. They of course crashed it on Real Madrid. Up front is the trickiest one. We have Osimhen originally, who on Friday bags a brace, including a last-minute bicycle kick winner, by the way, to get the 3 points. But then Harry Kane comes on and scores a hat-trick off the bench. I'm thinking, okay, he's locked in. But then, this man over here, Ayashi Ueda, scored 4 for Feyenoord in the 6-1 win. So I think he had to be the striker. But once more, big up to all the guys that bag braces, hat-tricks, whatever. I can't fit everyone. So much so that another man who scored a hat-trick, Ferran Torres, I'm going to cheat and put him on the left wing, because we know that there are often times he can play there and does play there often. So sorry to Kvaratskhelia, who was going to be the left winger originally. He is no longer going to be the guy for that one. I think, listen, Ferran, I don't know if Barca fans will agree with me. Maybe because he keeps scoring, you're going to say like I'm yapping or I'm hating or something. This guy's just not very good, bro. But somehow, some way, you have to respect it that he just keeps on delivering goals. I'm watching with my eyes, and I know what my eyes are telling me. He's not very good. But if you're scoring the goals every week, who cares, bro? Hey, listen, maybe it's a Spanish thing up front now, you know. We know, like, midfield-wise, Spanish technicians, incredible magicians, incredible to watch. Maybe the forwards, yeah, pulling up with guys like Marino and Ferran Torres. Maybe it's just they're building efficiency up front now. Forget about like looking nice and that. Just be efficient, and that's what that matters. So fair play to Ferran, like I said, for the hat trick. Now that's the 11. Obviously, you guys can put your honorable mentions in the comments and whatnot. Like the video, do that kind of stuff. Blah blah blah. You know the vibes by now. Lock into the Twitch where I'll be live later this afternoon. Manager of the week. Listen, big respect, Daniel Farke. I wanted to really go for him. I feel as though, you know, he was given 2 games to save his job. Those 2 games were the Chelsea and Liverpool, and he came out of it unscathed, unbeaten. But I went with somebody that's gone 3 games unbeaten. His name, Arne Slot.